We've all had that embarrassing moment where we think to ourselves that we have got to move countries to recover from the absolute embarrassment that has just hit us, okay? Today, I'm going to be ranking the worst embarrassing moments that you can have in 2026, okay? Without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we are farting in silence, but the fart is loud. I know you guys have done this at least once in your life where you try and fart, but you try fart silently. And I know that 90% of your farts are silent, right? So when you're in a silent room and you need to fart, you're like, okay, let me try and make it silent. But I know one time it has made a noise. Let me tell you a story. When I was little and I was in school, I farted in like a big ass assembly hall with like 200, 300 kids. I farted. I looked behind me and somehow I got the blame to the other kid behind me because I was just that good at gaslighting everybody, okay? But if you can, this can be okay, you can live with it. So for the tips, I'm going to put it in I can live with that, okay? Next up, we have being hit with a ball. Now, there are two ways this can go. Either you can be that guy and you can take it on the chin and just be like, just gain aura from it. Or you can like fall down and just be auraless, do you know what I'm trying to say? Guys, it really depends. It really depends how you get hit by the ball and what happens after. But I think no matter how awful you make it, guys, I'm not going to lie, it probably goes into cringe no matter what. Because I don't know how, it's just unlucky. It's just an unlucky day for you. Next up, we have dropping your phone into the toilet. Now, this can be embarrassing because first up, you've got to explain how your phone broke. But maybe your phone, because I've done this once and my phone didn't break, right? Because you can like play that audio on your phone, right? If you guys know what I'm saying, let me know. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about here. But you can play this audio which gets like water out of your phone. I don't even know, like stuff like that. But this can be embarrassing if you have to tell your parents or whatever that you break your phone this way. But it's not really that bad, to be honest. So I'm gonna put it in I can live with that because it's not that bad. Okay. Next up, we have forgetting a birthday, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to make it into forgetting an important birthday. So if you forget your girlfriend's birthday, if you forget your best friend's birthday, if you forget your parents' birthday, anybody that's important and you forget the birthday, that is really bad, okay? Guys, forgetting a birthday is one of the worst things you can do to make a person feel bad about themselves, you know what I'm saying? And especially if the person cares about you, right? Guys, I'm not going to lie. This is like if somebody else is looking from the outside in and they see you forget a birthday, in my opinion, this is going to have to go into cringe, okay? Next up, we are falling down and no one helps you. Guys, this is a really, really bad one. I'm going to tell you a little story here. One time I was running 100 meters, right? It was practice. You guys know physical education? We were practicing for a sports day. I don't know if you guys Americans have a sports day or whatever, but we have a sports day where we run like on the track, right? We were practicing. I was literally the fastest kid there, right? I was running. I was beating everybody. And guess what happened? I fell down while running. Everybody ran past me. Everyone was laughing. Like other classes were watching. Like everyone was laughing. Guys, one of the worst feelings ever. I'm not going to lie, during the sports day, I could not run properly because I was so scared of falling down. So, for me, I'm putting this in you cannot recover because I promise you cannot recover. Okay, next up, we have waving at someone and they don't wave at you. Right? Listen, this is different from you waving at someone that's already waving at you. This is you waving at someone and they don't even wave at you. They don't even recognize you. Again, this is like a thing where they don't really realize, right? So they can't say if it's cringe or not, if it's embarrassing or not. So I'm going to say again from outside in. If somebody saw you do this from a third person POV, guys, I'm debating on either this is a you can't recover or a cringe. I have no idea. Please, I'm so divided. I don't know where this is going to go. Listen, I'm trying to think. Let me know in the comments where you would put this because I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm probably going to put it in cringe, okay? I don't think it goes up there yet. I don't think it goes up there. We can adjust if needed, but I think it's okay. Next up, we have one that's never happened to me, but I've heard some stories. We have toilet paper in your shoe. I don't even know how toilet paper can get stuck in your shoe. I genuinely don't think anybody will... I've never seen this ever in my life, and I've never happened to me either. But even if this did happen, right, I'm not going to lie. I don't think anybody cares. I'm putting it in nobody cares, bro. I don't think anybody cares about that. Next up, we have wearing a jumper in a hot day. Now listen, I know some of you guys are trying to gain aura out there wearing jumpers on a hot day. Guys, I know the feeling. I've done it before, right? You wear a jumper, you think you're that guy going on a hot day. Everyone's wearing t-shirts. Everyone's that. You're wearing it in your big ass jumper, bro. Feeling like you're that guy. And then guess what hits? The heat wave hits you. When that heat wave hits you, you realize who's got aura and who doesn't. You're sweating in that jumper, feeling like you're in a flipping sauna, right? Guys, you are not gaining aura if you do this. I promise you, I know the feeling. I've done it before. Guys, you cannot take off that jumper. If you take off that jumper, you look like an absolute dickhead. I know, guys. You cannot do it. Like, listen, nobody thinks it's embarrassing if you don't take it off. If you take it off and people see you take it off, that's when they're like, wow, this guy can't even commit to it. He can't even commit to the gimmick. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, this could go into nobody cares, but it is a little bit embarrassing if you take it off. So, I'm going to put it in I can live with that. Next up, we have don't realize you'll have food in your teeth. Guys, if this is your parent, if this is your sibling, if this is your close friend, guess what? Nobody cares. But if this is somebody, let's just say it's your crush, it's somebody that you care about, somebody that you're trying to look good for, interview, then I'm going to put it in that scenario. That is really bad. Listen, again, I don't know which tier to put it in. It's either going to be you can't recover or cringe, guys, but I have no idea. For me, I don't think it goes that far up. So I'm going to put it in cringe again. Wow, cringe is getting a lot of things. Okay, next up, we've got some bad ones coming up. We have don't arrive at the toilet in time. Guys, listen. If you're at a big age, right? Double digits age, you're above 10. Guys, I've never, you cannot not get there in time, bro. You cannot be that guy which releases your bodily functions before you get to the toilet. Listen, you need to really look at yourself in the mirror, and if somebody sees you do this, guys, do you know how bad that is? I think you already know where this is going, but guys, guess what this is going? This is going into you have to move countries. I'm sorry. You have to move countries if somebody sees you do that. Okay. Next up, we have growling stomach. Guys, I'm not going to lie. I've put this in another tier list. But for me, this can either be really good or really bad, as I said before. Guys, this can either be, if somebody's like finding it cute or something, if somebody finds it like, oh, you haven't eaten, then it's okay. If somebody finds it, wow, you're hungry and you haven't eaten, why have you not eaten? You know, that's when it's really bad. But, guys, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to probably put this in, this could either be the bottom two. I don't know which one. I'm going to put it in, I can live with that. Because there are moments where that could be bad. Next, and finally, we have ending a work slash school slash teacher. I don't know why you'd call your teachers, but just slash work call where you say I love you. Guys, guess what, guys? Nobody cares about this. I promise. They're going to find it funny. They're going to find it entertaining. Nobody cares. Let me know if you agree with the tier list. There's another tier list on the screen right now if you're going to go watch it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.